It's her turn to ball, she ain't gonna fall. Never backing down, she go all the rounds. Better cut the check, cause she moving quick. Them bands is tough, they looking real thick. 24/7, yeah, we moving all day. No sleep, yeah, we only do this our way. Yelling from the rooftops, we got it all. Pull up in the ghost whip, you appalled. Got my game face on, she a fighter. Know the time is now, light the fire. It's over right now, don't try ya. No stopping it all, cause right now she gonna ball. We'll let her.
Let's talk about the numbers. Girls' national participation numbers. As you can see over to the left is the top 10 most popular programs for girls based on the sport, the number of athletes, and then the number of schools that sponsor those activities. As you can see, you got track and field with 488,000 girls at 16,950 schools across the country. Okay, you got volleyball with 446,583 at 16,434 schools. Then you have basketball at 407 at 18,000 schools. Okay, so you do the numbers, you do the math, you divide those numbers, and you get an average of about 25 to 20 girls per the program that participate in those sports. You go on down to soccer, you go to softball, you go to cross country, tennis, swimming, diving, competitive cheer, and lacrosse. Okay, and as you can see, how the numbers are working. Lacrosse is only at 96,000, but it's at 2,700 schools, right? But what's the main thing on it? All these sports are college scholarship opportunity sports. And we're going to work on getting this flag football as a college opportunity sport once we get our numbers up, because you're going to see over to the right of the screen that we are going to get our numbers up. But why is track and field the number one sport? Why? It's because you got many different body types that can be in track and field. You can have the girls who can run long distance. You got the girls who are sprinters. You got the girls who are jumpers. You got the girls who are hurlers. You got the girls who are throwers. So there's diversity in track and field, and that's why the numbers are what they are. In volleyball and basketball, you're looking for girls who are tall and slender or short and quick. Soccer, girls got to be able to run up and down the field constantly. Okay, but what about football? You know, again, at this age, girls are under the assumption that they can't play because of their body shape, body size. But football is one of those sports that take on all shapes and sizes. The bigger you are, the better it is as a football player per se. You know, because you can use your size to your advantage. Okay, so look at the flag football numbers. There's 11,007 girls who participate in flag football across the country at only 350 schools. If you divide that, that's about 32 girls per school that are participating in sports, okay? And those numbers are kind of screwed a little bit because we have a different model here in Nevada that we want to put across the United States, okay? And I'll talk about that in a hot second. You got tackle football, which is at 2,400 girls that participate, but at 735 high schools. That's like 3 girls per school. And we all know that the girls that are on the football field are really mascots. They're not really playing. And I say that because I'm a football coach. I coach the boys, and I understand and I know. And I've had girls on my team. There has not been a girl that has been able to contribute to benefit the team besides being on the team. And I'm not saying that there's no girls out there that can't play, but I'm just saying in general. They might be the kicker, you know, but other than that, they're not getting much playing time. Okay, so you can look at, we have 13,408 girls who participate in football across the country at 1,000 schools. But see, here in Nevada, we do it different. We have a JV, we have varsity, and we have freshman. We have 3 levels. And in Nevada, we average about 55 to 60 girls per high school in our program. So our numbers are up because we are able to offer 3 levels, where in Florida, Alaska, and San Francisco, they have 1 team. 30 girls make the team, and that's it. Well, how could the team get better for those girls who try out if they don't play the game? And that's part of the issue, okay? Freshmen and 10th graders, sophomores, juniors need an opportunity to play in order to get better. I can understand cutting from the varsity team, but there should be some kind of development team in order for it to be a great varsity sport. And these numbers come from the 2017-18 NFSHA participation report. Okay, as I spoke earlier, there's 3 states that sanction varsity flag football: Currently, we have Nevada, Florida, and Alaska, of all places, that have sanctioned. If Alaska can have flag football, there is no reason why we can have flag football anywhere else in the world. Okay, in California, San Francisco School District is also offering it at 19 schools. Okay, so the emerging markets are Georgia and New York, and there's been a lot of talk right now. I know that Georgia has kicked off. They're going to be kicking off their season on September 19th. I'm not quite sure when New York is kicking off their season, but it is happening in 2019, 2020. Okay. Okay, we first introduced to CCSD back in 2011. They adopted it in 2013, and now have over 2,400 girls playing at 40 schools just here in the Las Vegas market. Okay, which makes us the #1 sport participation for girls in Las Vegas. And again, this is not a scholarship opportunity sport, but we're getting 50% of those athletes are girls who are on your campus who don't play any other sport. So you're bringing out a new athlete that's on your campus into a sport that they love, which is the #1 sport in America, which is what? Football. Okay. Now, some of the issues that we have, in the wintertime, Nevada plays our league. Okay. In the spring, Florida. In the fall, you have San Francisco and Alaska. So you can see why the Girls Football Association is here, because we're trying to unite those seasons. I prefer it being in the fall because it's a fall sport, but I understand we have issues with fields, and I can see it being a spring sport also for those cold weather states waiting to warm up. So it's understood, but we got time to figure that out. But we need to start a team at your high school. Okay, high school expansion. Why the high schools? I'm over here on the right side of the page. Because you guys have a built-in infrastructure. You have coaches and staff on campus already. You have facilities and you have athletes that are there 5 days a week. Okay, it's a low-cost sport. All you really need is a shirt and shorts, flags, and a ball. Okay, that's what it takes to do flag football. And of course, you got to paint the lines and do all the other things. And referees, that's a different story. But I'm just saying, to start it on your campus, it costs little to nothing to start a flag program. Okay, we want to create the demand for the youth leagues. Okay, that's why we want to start in high school. We want the girls that are 6 to 14 to look up and say, wow, I can play this sport when I get in high school. But we also want to create a demand for college scholarships. If we hit our numbers, 500,000 girls participating at 10,000 schools, then the colleges will have no other choice but to add it as a varsity sport in college. If you know or you don't know, in Division I, all they need to find is 40 colleges that have a club flag football team in order to put it to vote to make it a scholarship opportunity sport. Division II, they only need 28 schools. In 2020, wrestling in Division II schools is a scholarship opportunity sport for girls. All right. So here's our proposal. Going back to the left of the screen, we want to introduce flag football as a club sport at your school. This is how we're going to get started. It is a club sport. Okay, you can start today. Put out a flyer, have a meeting, an interest meeting. Find out how many girls want to participate. Find a coach on campus, be it yourself, be it a football coach. You have plenty of coaches on campus. Everybody always asks that question, well, who's going to coach them? Well, outside of the head coach, the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, at each level that you have at your school, you have wide receiver coaches, defensive back coaches, O-line coaches, D-line coaches, linebacker coaches, running back coaches who want some head coaching experience. This is where they get it at, right here, okay, and still stay at your school. So we want to introduce it as a club sport. Then the next year, we want to adopt it as a varsity program, meaning that you guys have talked to other athletic directors in your league, and you guys are going to start scheduling games, okay? Participation will increase. As it increases, we want to add a JV team the next year. We want to add a freshman team the year after that. So this is a 3 to 4 year process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, but it will. When we started flag football here in Las Vegas, once the school district decided that we were going to do it, we had tryouts, and the average school averaged over 150 girls who tried out for 20 spots. That's how we was able to build the following year to add JV, because participation numbers were so high that they had to add JV. And then the following year we did incoming freshmen. Okay. Now we want you guys to join the GFA. Like I said, we are a membership-based organization. We are out here promoting for girls to get into sports, and we want you to be a member of our organization. Okay. Participate in our camps and clinics and tournaments. We do free camps and clinics for your school. we will set those things up. So if you got neighboring schools, 3, 4, 5 schools, we'll set up a camp on a weekday or a weekend, and we will actually run the girls through drills. So those are some of the things that we do on the grassroots level for you guys. Okay, again, membership benefits. We have 5 levels of membership. We have youth membership, ages 17 and under. General membership is 18 and over. We have group membership. This is where you guys fall into as a school, because you are going to be a club sport or a team. You'll fall in the group membership. We have corporate membership, where we get our corporate sponsors, and we have ambassadors, those who are out there in the community, those who are, relevant and influencers of sport are ambassadors. Okay, we have an annual and lifetime options, and we'll talk about that later. But what is the value? Value is key here. Okay, news and expansion updates on a weekly basis. We have football education and courses that we're going to be providing on the website. We have coaches and official certification. That's one thing that we really want to harp on. It's a difference between coaching boys and girls. Okay, they're all athletes, but there is a different approach, a psychological approach. Okay, we'll be having camps and conferences, so you'll be getting discounts. Your players will be getting discounts for these camps and conferences and clinics. Okay, we are Title IX advocacy. Okay, we do merchandise. Okay, well, we really want to be a resource for social health and personal development. Okay, now all the money that's raised through the GFA, because we are a nonprofit organization, we want to give back into grants for Title I schools, or those schools that are struggling to start a program. We're here to help fund those schools and get them started. We also want to offer, until they offer this as a scholarship opportunity sport, scholarships to those girls who do play football, who excels on the football field, but also in the classroom. If we can pay for books, if we can pay for tuition, if we can pay for room and board, that's what we want to provide. So that's what our goal is, and our mission as a nonprofit organization is to help and foster and teach. Okay, now a lot of you guys say, well, where do we get these girls from? How do we recruit? Well, we teamed up with another program called Premier 7 Football. You can go to premier7.com and go check that out, but it's our youth program. For those that are familiar with feeder programs like Pop Warner Football and the NYSA and all those other things, this is the program that are going to be the feeder programs for all the schools and communities that jump on board. So we're in the cities that will be starting high school programs, and we'll be doing Premier 7 football, which the rules are based off of the high school rules. So again, you are already getting the training, they're getting the know-how at a young age, okay? And it's also a possible fundraiser opportunity for the schools, that you can run your own Premier 7 league at your school. So that'll get your middle school programs and your elementary programs already featured into your school, that feed into your school. This would be a great program for you, and there's more information about that. Okay, so how can you help? 1, become a member. As a school, join the GFA, the Girls Football Association, as a member. At that point, of course, we're looking for donations, but that's not what we're asking of you as athletic directors and athletic administrators. We want you to become a member of our organization, okay? We want you to start a team on your campus, okay? We want you to start a Premier 7 league in your neighborhood. You can actually start a league on your campus. Trust me, you will have about 100 girls that will be participating. When you have tryouts, I'm pretty sure there's at least 100 girls on your campus that would love to play football, and you can break them up into teams of, 15s and create your own 16 league on campus. So like intramural league, like you'll be on a college campus. So you don't have to worry about playing other schools right now. Again, create a club team, okay? Get your children involved. Get the girls on your campus involved. Become an ambassador. As an athletic director, you should be talking to other athletic directors and giving girls the opportunity to dream and play the sport that they love to play, which is football, okay? And then, of course, we want you to like and share on your Facebook, your Instagram, and any other social medias that you use. All right. So what do we need to do? We need to take action. Join GFA today, okay? Our website is girlsfootballassociation.org or org, okay? Our emailing list is herturntoball.com. That is our slogan. That is our motto, her turn to ball.